Greetings, this is Benny Colbert. This is the Initiate School. This is my channel. I want to talk about a term that's being used. I've used it a lot during my journeys, and I've heard it throughout the spiritual community. Simple term, and it's called doing the work. Everybody knows that A plus B equals C. So in order to get results, you have to do the what? The work. So with that being said, what is the work? What does it consist of? What is it referring to? And how do we do the work? That's what I want to tackle in this 7-minute segment real quickly. Let's jump right into it. So, if you're on this spiritual journey that I'm referring to, there's a lot of work that needs to be done. Basically, okay, I'm awakened. What do I do now? Well, one thing, which I've probably reiterated all over, meditate. Meditate, meditate, and meditate. Better yet, meditate with no expectations. So if you have already awakened, it doesn't stop there. You got more work to do. Like I said, that is the catalyst, which is the meditation to get you started. But there's so much more that you can do. There's reading. There's research. There's a lot of investigative work that needs to be done. There's a lot of other things that you can do. There's grounding. There's spiritual work. There's understanding your childhood traumas. There's mental work. There's understanding your emotions. It's just a host of things that you have to do. As you know, your intentions are to go from one level to the next level. And the only way that you're going to be able to do that is you have to do the work. I'm not sure if I've ever mentioned this to you, but YouTube is your friend. If you're feeling symptoms, if you're feeling funny, if one day you're feeling emotional and you don't understand why, you're not doing the work. You're not going to YouTube. You're not researching. You're not reading books. You're not taking in the information that you're receiving, because now, once you awaken, you become a receiver. There's information that comes from you from every aspect. Here's an example. During my journey, I would pay attention to things. I'd pay attention to everything. Phrases, words, songs. For instance, there's a song that kept going in my head. It was a song. It was one word. The word was liberation. I just kept, for some reason, it kept popping into my head. Another example is two sides of the same coin. So what I'm saying here is that you're getting a lot of stimuli. You're getting stimulated everywhere. You might even meet someone, and that person will put you on a path that maybe you didn't think about. Here's an example. Went swimming. Seen a guy. I'm swimming late at night. My body was craving for water. So I go swim. While I was there, ran into a guy. Guy's putting himself under the water. He's keeping himself under the water for quite a long time. He comes up, his eyes are closed, and that immediately caught my attention. I said, "Hey, my man, what are you doing?" He said, "Man, I'm doing this breathing exercises." These breathing exercises was something that I didn't know I needed, but now I realized that he was there for a reason. So I definitely had an awesome conversation with him. But from what it looked like, from my point of view, it looked like he was doing the work. He's testing his boundaries with his body. I won't get into that right now, but that's something that you'll definitely need to be taking a closer look at. You need to be taking a look at how you feel. You need to be taking a look at your body. You need to understand that your body needs to be in tip-top shape for this work because it is grueling. It can affect you. So with that being said, I'll get away from my vignette for my story, and I'll just go back to doing the work. Once again, I'm just reiterating here. Spiritual work, grounding, your investigative work, trying to figure out what your purpose is, and you're trying to level up. So you're doing all these different things because you're trying to find a way, how can I get to the next level? Better yet, I got another test. What is that test? What does this test consist of? It's a lot of information gathering. The primary source of information gathering for you is going to be books. I also go on further to mention YouTube. You need to look at the Ascension symptoms. You need to understand that this is a process. It's not going to happen overnight. It might take 3 years. It might take 5 years. It might take 10 years. It's different for everyone. But if you can dedicate yourself to something, you will reap the rewards. So I think that is the gist of the information that I want to give to you today. There's no format here. Just want to get the information out because I think it's pertinent that everyone knows this information, which is why I share it. It's free for me. But in order for it not to be free, I need you to subscribe. Just click subscribe. I'll also move to my own Patreon. That way, people that want to get exclusive content and maybe more details. Right now, this information here is real basic. But I encourage you to go over to Patreon. I'll load some of my videos on there, and we'll go from there, and we'll have more information to share with you at a later date. But today, this is Benny. This is the Initiate School. You can do anything. And peace. I'm out.